Aloha. Hello, everyone. Section 6 of B321 Organizational Effectiveness. Hope everyone had a great week. Winter finally came to Utah this week, so I hope wherever you're at that you're warm and comfortable, or if it's a lot sunnier, that, lucky for you. Anyway, let's get started. We're on Lesson 8 this week, and so this means we're at the beginning of the end. So we're on the second half of the course. So hopefully everyone can see the finish line. This week we'll be talking about failure, crisis management, decision making, and leadership behavior. So let's get started. By way of the agenda, we'll start off with a little Did You Know? We'll wrap up the case study on gratitude, talk about the Lesson 8 objectives, the assignments that are due for Lesson 8, a little bit about the HOA meetings this week, and one final thought. Did you know that the Rubik's Cube is the best-selling product of all time, and that the iPhone is second? I did not know that. All right, let's wrap up the previous case about gratitude. Hopefully everyone had a valuable HOA meeting. I sat in on a few of those, and they went very well. So as far as lessons learned go, a few things here. Gratitude can improve one's health. A number of studies on that. Intentionally reflect daily on that which you are grateful. Again, as members of the church, we're often taught that, but in all aspects of our life, gratitude can have a positive effect on us. And finally, speaking about positive benefits, it has a positive benefit on us as individuals. Obviously, being part of an organization and an employee, it can only have positive benefits throughout the organizations that we're part of. All right, well, let's talk about our Lesson 8 objectives. And, the case will be about the Columbia mission, which hopefully everyone's familiar with. So we'll be looking at how organizations make their decision making and what they learn when they experience failure. We'll also talk about how failures can help the organization evolve and how to prevent these failures in the future. Also talk about how to manage crises effectively, and also learn how leadership can help organizations become less susceptible to failures, and how to significantly prevent these failures from occurring. The assignments that are due for Lesson 8 by midweek or Tuesday night, your Lesson 8 case study on Columbia's final mission will be due. Also, to complete your readings, this week you'll start the book, The 5 Dysfunctions of a Team by Patrick Lencioni. And so you'll need to read from the introduction to page 37. It's a great book, and so if you've never read it, it's written in a fable format, so I think you'll find it enjoyable to read. Due next Monday, obviously make sure you get your HOA meetings done before then. Your reading discussion posts, and as always, the sooner you post, the better. And then make sure you get your Lesson 8 self-assessment done. As far as the HOA meetings go, this week I'll be meeting with groups 3 and 4. Team leaders, make sure you find the agenda link in the case study activity and record and post your recordings to the activity discussion board. And finally, as always, take advantage of this meeting time that you have together and incorporate in your discussions everything that we've learned so far in the class. So one final thought for everyone. Meg Byram has said, you can't expect to change if you never do anything differently. Great quote. Goes along with the familiar quote of the definition of insanity, which is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So that's my final thought. I hope everyone has a great week, and I will see you online. Bye-bye.